All right, June, we here. We need to find out if they had something to do with Prodigy's death, man. Let's go. We're gonna go straight in. If y'all know, we've been doing this research for a minute.
Working on another one, but the original one that we worked on is called the Illuminati. Basically, yeah.
We gotta find out what happened to to our favorite rapper. This me and June's favorite rapper, so I figure, we at least owe him that justice.
When you first wrote that lyric, I don't know if we all knew what you meant at the time. I know
it's a group that was formed like in the 1700s, something like that, 1600s. This dude named Adam Weishaupt. He started this group of people, like powerful, rich people that basically could shape popular opinion and the way, Egypt, ancient Egypt. You got these group of people. They break into the tombs, they steal the riches, like the gold and the mummies, and they rape and pillage our culture. They got you thinking your own people and your own artifacts and your own symbolism is evil. I had bumped this in some other books that these Muslim brothers used to sell on the streets. The author was Dr. Malachi Z. York. His books just opened my eyes even wider. Simple things like when you say amen after you pray, like where does that come from? Like the origin of the Bible, the origin of the Quran. And I came across the word Illuminati. I wanted to put what I was learning into the music, but I didn't want to turn the fans off. So I decided to plant seeds. People not gonna understand what I'm talking about yet, but it's gonna make them curious about it. Power that people call God. There's many names for it. Allah, God, the creator, the most. That's what these people are playing with. They're playing with that energy that exists out here that we all have access to.
Man, I got a funny feeling they killed my nigga, that's all I'm saying.
I was diagnosed with sickle cell, anemia, SS type. That's like the worst form. I already knew what that black shadow was. Nothing to do with a crime.
Right.
It had to do with everything spiritual. That was like a slap from God, like, the fuck are you doing? What we saw scared the shit out of us.
To say the least. According to the Clark County Medical Examiner, Prodigy, one half a mile deep, choked on an egg while at the hospital getting treated for a flare.
And now, I talked to Noriega this morning, he was like, okay, I realized this. I realized that I really don't feel Prodigy died from choking on an egg.
After they started digging deeper into Prodigy's comments about the Illuminati and the people who control the music industry.
I still had no fear in my heart, about speaking my mind and letting people know what time it is. There's no reason for me to fear because it's really nothing. There's nothing they can do besides me, and I'm not afraid of that. Doing all this ritualistic and rituals on little, they're doing little kids doing satanic rituals, this stuff is really going on in this world, you know what I mean? You got, sick people like Jeffrey Dahmer and different people like that, and I believe that it was a different background to it, why he was doing what he was doing. I think it was some ritualistic things going on.
Absolutely.
Fast forward to 2008, and he took things to a whole new level with his track Illuminati, where he spits, "This is not a theory, the conspiracy is real. They want to put me in a straitjacket in a padded room and tell the world there's 12 monkeys so they can be confused." Prodigy made
He even said it on the album. It's not a theory, the conspiracy is real. I remember he said that. Damn, yeah, he did say that.
Prodigy wrote, "The government, religions, politics, the Federal Reserve, IRS, and everything we believe and live by is a joke."
So how do you see sort of the role that these conspiracy theories play? How is the black community being controlled through that stuff?
Just through food, the environment, medication, branding. It's a lot of stuff, man. It's a lot of, you can go down the whole line. It's a whole web, network of things. You know what I mean? That's what I believe. You know what I mean? People definitely being manipulated. You know what I mean? It's a business.
And what can you do as artists? What can we do as media to change that?
We could, just be rebellious and speak about it.
Yeah.
Say something.
An elite circle. That people don't believe that Prodigy choked on an egg. And I had no idea what he was referring to. And I just wanted to let you guys know that there was a rapper named Prodigy who began speaking out about the Illuminati. He basically said, I have this platform and I want to use my platform for good to wake up the masses to what's really going on in society. And so I am going to dig up this old clip of Prodigy right before he mysteriously choked on an egg, and he decided to speak with Alex Jones. Take a listen to what Prodigy had to say.
Yeah, they're doing all this ritualistic murder and rituals on little, you know, they molesting little kids, doing satanic sex rituals. Like, this stuff is really going on in this world. Like, on 9/11, you know what I mean? What they did was 20 birds with one stone. You know what I'm saying? That's how I like to say it. You know what I mean? Because they changed all kinds of laws. They changed all kinds of they changed people's mentality, the way they look at the world. They pulled off one of the biggest ritualistic, you know what I mean? That ever happened, you know what I mean, live for the whole world to see.
So there you have it. That is Prodigy, and like I said, he then mysteriously choked on an egg. Maybe the first person in history to have choked on an egg in some capacity.
Yeah.
After speaking out about
against the Illuminati.
But that's not even the craziest part. If you dig through
that's
Prodigy's
wild, son.
You'll see.
You know what though, June? It's crazy because we've been researching this shit for a minute. And like I said, y'all, me and June, this is our favorite rapper. And I cried when Prodigy died. You know, honestly, a lot of celebrities and stuff like that may not get to you, or whoever you may put on a little pedestal or whatever. But just want to let you guys know, I mean, this is real time right here. We can't make this up. So let's keep it going. I'm going to do a part 2 to this.
Books and resources for people to do their own research and connect the dots for themselves. Back in 2014, he shared an article about the UN alerting Britain over supposed child voodoo rituals and pedophile tourists. Prodigy wrote in the caption, I told y'all MFers they doing X rituals on kids. Dumb people need to wake the F up. Prodigy was also very critical of the US government, and he constantly shared videos exposing the establishment, like this one titled, The US is a corporation, not a country. And when it came to the Illuminati, Prodigy made it clear he'd been on that wave way before it became a trending topic in hip-hop. Back in 2012, Prodigy tweeted, the first time the word Illuminati was ever spoken in rap music was in my verse from LL Cool J's song, I Shot Ya. And then he doubled down in another tweet saying, Illuminati is preschool information to me. That's like learning your ABCs.
It's a war for control. Control of your mind and your body. Americans are traditionally independent. Very hard to control. But the architects of the New World Order have ways to force you into submission. First, through a well-orchestrated agenda, including healthcare, financial security, safety from crime, and environmental issues, the public will be coerced into accepting a national identification card. It will be disguised in the cloak of benevolence. The government is doing a great good deed for the people. Once the national identification card is in place, it will become the ID card. Without it, you'll be able to make deposits or withdrawals at the bank, write a check at the supermarket, or even drive your automobile. Soon thereafter, legislation will require all citizens to carry their national ID card at all times.
You know what I mean? I believe definitely maybe some of these label heads, like major labels and like major corporate companies, might have something to do with it, and you know might be involved with the agenda.